Oh, one thing I wanted to mention before we continue. If you want to read the content warnings for this game, you can view them at arcadespirits.com/CW in spoiler and non-spoiler versions. I just figured I'd remind you as we head into some heavier parts of the story, okay? Okay, on with the show. Heavier parts, oh my, so it comes with a disclaimer. Wow, I'm wondering if it feels like something that happens in the next level or next few levels may have some triggering moments in it, which I'm very intrigued by in figuring out what that is. I'm not crazy sensitive or easily triggered by the vast majority of things. Certainly not something that I would expect to see in this game, but I'm sure there are probably going to be like mature themes in it. So I am kind of intrigued. On one hand, obviously, the person who likes to go through blind Let's Plays doesn't want to necessarily be spoiled in any way, and knows that something heavy is supposed to come. But I 100% understand that it's better to be cautious. If you do have something that you feel might be triggering for your players, it's smart for the game to do that. Which actually brings me to what I was going to say next, is that I find that a lot of the themes and you can certainly see a lot of parallels between the original Arcade Spirits and this Arcade Spirits in terms of the flow of the story. They're very similar. So in the original Arcade Spirits, you meet Iris, your character meets Iris, you meet their side character, I guess. In this case, our side character is our rival, our romanceable side character. And then your protagonist meets all the other main characters, the main PCs. And then there's the whole bit with Hamza, and then there's the whole bit with Polybius, and then there's the whole bit at the Max, and then there's the whole bit with going to some sort of leisure trip, like in Arcade Spirits 1 it was the beach, and this one it was the amusement park, the Pengi amusement park, and then stuff like totally hits the fan in I think the following level, in which case in Arcade Spirits which took me by sheer surprise, which is why I was pleasantly glad that I was not prompted by it, that it was not spoiled for me that something that serious was going to happen. My character gets shot, like literally shot, and I was like, I did not expect the game to go there. So it sounds like this game is going to have that same type of thing going on, because we did the meet all the characters and meet Iris, and we went to Hamza's place, and we did the Polybius thing, and we did the Max thing, and then we did the amusement park, and now we're about to go. Things apparently are supposed to hit the fan, and probably in ways that I would not have necessarily anticipated. And then that probably brings us to like our all-time low, and then we pick ourselves up. So it's almost, I wouldn't say it's predictable, but I can kind of see, where this story is going. Good or bad? Some people might say that that's bad because it's too similar to the previous game. The beats are similar. Good in the sense that, maybe there's a bit of nostalgia, or, a lot of people don't necessarily want sequels to deviate too far from the original that was so successful. Take the most recent Star Wars trilogy, especially the first episode of the most recent Star Wars trilogy with Rey, and you kind of see what I'm talking about, or in terms of like very similar themes and very similar beats and almost similar scenes. But anywho, let us move forward. Continue? Oh, isn't that what happened last time? Last time we did like continue because we got shot. And we're like, what? So I feel like we're gonna crash and burn a lot. It is the distant future of year 20XX, and I don't have time to watch Fight Shack right now. Today's the big day. I've got a pounding headache, and I don't think I can keep breakfast down after a night of drinking with Loxley. All we did was drink, that's all we did. But I make it just in time, as the charity show matches is warming up and going through its pre-show antics. Casters hyping up the online audience, arcade technicians setting Pengi's Palace FOD2 machine to tournament mode, and reporters settling to watch. Wow, okay. That's a lot of reporters. I mean, this is an industry feel-good event rather than a Pro Tour stop, but I wasn't expecting this much coverage. Yeah, it's my buddy. It's my boy, Punchy78. What's up, everybody? I'm live and direct at the Pengi Paradise Arcade for the Pengi Charity Exhibition, sponsored by the Palace, the top name in premier family entertainment arcades. Excitement is building as we prepare to witness longtime rivals Team Play to Win, taking on Magnificent 7 in public for the first time. It makes sense though, we're undefeated going into this match. We've nailed every major public fight we've taken part in. Media attention will naturally be at an all-time high, but at least Magnificent 7 is here to keep my mind somewhat off the media presence. There you are. We were worried you'd forgotten the whole thing. For the record, I wasn't worried at all. Not like you had to roll in at the crack of dawn.
Good.
Unlike this one, who was up and fretting and pacing and worrying since 7 in the morning. I just want to make sure we do our best, that's all. Awful lot of media attention for such a tiny and meaningless charity show match, isn't it? It's almost wall-to-wall for it to state in here.
Sounds good to me.
It's an exciting match, Domino. They've never seen us take on P2W live and in person before. It's a big deal with dramatic stakes.
That's curious.
I just find it a wee bit interesting that a match which ultimately changes nothing for our Pro Tour status is now the most hyped thing we've ever attempted. Interesting and concerning. I have a feeling the P2W chick whose name I don't really care to remember, has something to do with that. Who cares? We've beaten P2W before and we'll beat them again. And this time, they can't weasel and whine their way out of it.
Shall we?
Let's not forget that this is a charity benefit as well. We're going to do a lot of good today, win or lose. Yeah, feed the hungry, save the world, just as long as we also get to show everyone what we can do. Pity they fired Koda. Would have liked to rub this one in his face after how he treated us before. Is Koba gonna come in like guns a-blazing? I really hope that they don't do the whole like getting shot thing again. Because that definitely can be triggering. But you know, they've done that already, obviously. Even if it like shoots somebody else. Gosh, what if it shoots Loxley or whoever your significant other is? That would be awful. It's not sporting to kick a fallen enemy when he's down, Zappa. Koda's been through enough. Meh, whatever. It is a surprising amount of interest for a single fight outside the Pro Tour structure of tournaments and qualifying opportunities. But so what? We'll win. We always win. That's not the kind of attitude I would be going into this. There's no way that you should be, like, that arrogant about it, AngelArts. So when she approaches me with that familiar look of mild disdain, I don't let it get to me. AngelArts? Valkyrie. Good day to raise money for charity, yes? Oh, good day to fight for charity, yes? A pity has to happen at the expense of your legend, but hey, at least the non-profits get to walk away happy. Yeah, I mean, that's my biggest priority here. That's the biggest thing I care about, lady. It should be yours, too. Amazing how she can make a virtuous act into a sly dig. We haven't lost yet. You spent all yesterday playing in the park and then partied into the evening. I don't think you're in particularly great shape for this challenge. You're one to talk. You and your team were in the park all day, too. When you're at our ranking, one day off isn't detrimental. It's helpful to rest. We don't need perpetual training, unlike most. As a young team, you can't waste a single day. If you were truly serious about this, you'd have been training right up until this moment. I guess we're not that serious about it, Valkyrie. You're making so many presumptions, but you've got a history of ignoring my advice, so I guess I can't expect you to listen. I don't know what you just said. I didn't hear a word you said, lady. I hope you realize that after your loss today, because I don't know what else it's going to take to drill the truth into your head. Yeah, you have no clue. You're clueless. She glances over the reporters and offers them a friendly wave of greeting. Flashbulbs go off, catching her smile in my scowl. It's losing is not like the worst thing that can happen. The worst thing could happen is probably whatever you're cooking up. Whatever you're cooking up, which has nothing to do with losing. It's time for me to go rally my troops. I suggest you do the same. See you on the battlefield. It's a charity, sweetheart. With that, she strolls back to team play to win, to give them the obligatory pre-game pep talk. How am I supposed to rally the troops? I turn to face my friends, my team, and do my best to give them one final pep talk going into this important fight. I'm proud of you all, and I know we're going to do great today. Treat this like any other match, no pressure whatsoever. Focus on the charity, we'll be raising money for a good cause. We need to win this match at all costs. Whoever this is, if that's the creepy guy, the creeptastic thing I got a plus on? Wait, what? That's not what I was gonna say, it just kinda slipped out. That kind of... You okay there, boss? Yeah, I'm fine, sorry. Look, a win would be great, but... Is that what's gonna happen? Is the creeptastic Polybius thing gonna, like, cause me to say or do something publicly that will completely, like, wipe my entire... completely, like, upheave my entire image? Because that is definitely worse than losing. That is what can destroy me. Which... hopefully has nothing to do with the P2W chip, Valkyrie, whatever her face is. Because that would be kind of crazy if she had that ability, that power. A win's what we want, a win's what we get. Seems simple and straightforward to me. Just remember our training and to support each other as a team, and that's wins in the bag. We give it our all, yeah? Right, exactly. That's what I was going to say. And yet you didn't. I'm under a lot of stress, okay? Look, you get the point. Just let's get out of there and do our best. Let's decide on who's stepping up to play face to win. Odds are good that Valkyrie is going to pick Hunter, so I'll be there to confront him. As for my player 2, the obvious choice is Loxley, but I could pick someone I haven't given a spotlight to yet, too. A good team coach gives everybody a chance to shine. But our best chance of winning would be a strong partnership like Loxley and I have. I'm not sure, whom should I team up with? I don't care if anybody wins. So even though if Loxley and I were like the best pick, I would rather like give somebody else like a chance. So let's do Zapper, because I don't pick Zapper often enough. So let's do Zapper. We'll see what happens. You ready to do this, Zapper? Hey, when am I ever not ready? Of course I'm ready. Let's mash him like applesauce. I can always pick Loxley at the final, like the very final battle, like the final level. With a nod to each other, Zapper and I step up on to the FOD2 machine, ready to get this fight underway. But as we approach the FOD2 machine, with various camera eyes and video recorders pointed our way, I can't help but notice something's off. Hunter is ready to fight. I was expecting that part, considering he's the top player and team play to win now, but where's his partner? Is it gonna be Coda? Is Coda back? Hey Hunter, are you facing us solo or something? No, my partner's right here. Oh, Valkyrie. Sure, whatever. Even if she wins, whatever. I glance around at Blitz and Divine are on the sidelines, meaning that Hunter's partner is me. I don't care. In case you hadn't figured out yet, I'm Hunter's partner. I really could care, lady. Wait, but no, you retired years ago, and you're not on the roster, you're the team coach. I don't care. AngelArts, you shouldn't care. You're the coach from Magnificent 7, and you're constantly putting yourself behind the sticks. If you won't learn from my example, maybe I should learn from yours. I'm surprised, AngelArts. I'm surprised too, AngelArts. This should not be a big deal. This is a charity event. It really shouldn't matter. Like, Hunter could play with their dog, for all I care. I think you'd be happy I'm taking a cue from you. It looks like you can teach old dogs new tricks. What is going on here? How long did she have this plan? Why does it matter? Why is this bothering you in the slightest, AngelArts? But the cameras are rolling, everybody's waiting in excited anticipation. This fight is going down no matter what, and it's too late to switch things up. The thing that I'm not agreeing with how my protagonist is behaving, and I do get that the protagonist is not actually me in real life. I can do only so much, but the game doesn't give me full freedom to actually respond the way that I actually would respond in real life. But, you know, for a situation like this, like, by like sort of making such a big deal about it, you're pretty much feeding Valkyrie exactly what she wants. You basically are getting right into her trap. You know, if the whole time you're like, okay, whatever, let's play, like, you don't give them the power. Like, you just don't give them the power. But the fact that AngelArts is like, oh, wow, oh my gosh, this is such a big deal. Oh my goodness. You know, this informal charity event. Oh, the coach is going to be, you know, playing it, especially since me, the coach, has been playing this the whole time, which I totally agree with Valkyrie. You know, don't give her the power. That's mistake number one, AngelArts. Suits us just fine. Doesn't matter who we're facing, we're going to beat you. Yeah, I wouldn't have said that either. I don't... See, my character is just too like, caught up on winning. Then may the better team win. P2W will probably win this one, but it'll be good. I feel like my protagonist needs to get knocked down a notch or 2 or 5 right now. I glance up to Zapper, trying to look more confident than worried, as I pull my trusty beige USB keyboard from my backpack. I wouldn't be worried. It's not a big deal. Win or lose is not a big deal. Uncertain exactly what to expect, we step up the machine and begin. Yeah, let's get this over with. For the charity, for the children. As long as Loxley is there at the end, unless something terrible happens to him or between us. Oh, I'm going against the coach. Fine, whatever. Punch. I can punch ninjas all day. Unfortunately, Valkyrie has way too many of them and is defending hard against my attacks. Your attack loses their defend. They earn 130 points. Score is now 0 to 130. She's fast. She's good. Hasn't lost a single reflex from her glory days. Maybe even faster than she was when she conquered the first Fist of Discomfort scene. But that's only an opening salvo. We'll still got weapons for days to use against her. As much as I like to flip lanes and go after Hunter, I think I'll focus on Valkyrie, try to figure out her weakness. It's rock, paper, scissors. How much of weakness could that possibly be? Hunter, knowing Zapper, will probably expect her to attack, which means that he would defend. So if he defends, I'll do a special.
Damn it! I'm not gonna let you pull that trick on me again.
Your special loses their attack. They earn 150 points. Score is now 0 to 280. Zapper's having trouble dealing with Hunter, but Valkyrie's not letting up, not for a second. I can't help there. You ready for more? I'm ready for more. Bring it, kid. I'm the kid. I'm the child. Child, please. Gritting my teeth, I press forward. Charging up for really amazing special moves sounds like a plan. Unfortunately, it's a plan Valkyrie has figured out, as I'm interrupted mid-casting and smashed in the face. Your special, lose their attack, they will earn 130 points. It feels like we're supposed to lose this one. Yeah, it feels like we're supposed to lose this one.
Damn it!
Yeah, no matter what I pick, we lose. Your special loses their attack, they earn 130 points. Score is now 0 to 540. Yeah, I mean... I'm just spamming specials. Yeah, they're just doing whatever. Charging up for really amazing special moves sounds like a plan. Unfortunately, it's a plan Valkyrie's figured out, and I'm interrupted miscasting and smashed in the face. Your specials are attack, they earn 130. 0 to 660. This is the most lopsided loss I've ever seen in my life. How are we going to recover from this? We haven't scored a single point. Valkyrie and Hunter are stomping us into the dirt and making it look absolutely effortless. My brain dances through the mental math, trying to figure out if a comeback is even possible. I still have our ultimate. If I'm going to use it, now is the time. Or not.
Oh, come on. I have the win in the bag.
Your attack loses their defend. They earn 130 points. Score is now 0 to 800. Well, it's been swell, but now the swelling's gone down. Hunter, let's finish. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Again, don't even give them the satisfaction that you're even the least bit worried about the outcome of this game. Like, you are a fool, AngelArts. You are a fool to just let them get this to you. You fell right into their traps. How dare you? Before I can even react, my opponent snaps out their ultimate, a one-use trump card. Nothing I can do but stand in the onslaught as I'm buffeted by attack after attack and beaten back. But I chose the ultimate. Your opponent used their ultimate, they earn 130 points. But hold on, the rules that the game told me is that we both use the ultimate at the same time. If we both use them at the same time, then I get more points. What in the heck? We've never had our ultimate counter before. It's like our one superpower as a team. Too slow. Score is now 0 to 1,000. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. So...
Oh, come on. I have the one in the bag.
Yeah, like this... The thing about this is this is obviously, like, rigged. Like, there is... The chances of us having 0 is just as suspicious as them... Is just as suspicious as them being perfect. Like, that is crazy sus. I don't know. Like, the probabilities. It's rock, paper, scissors. Seriously. Rock, paper, scissors. Even if you were to pick things randomly, chances are very slim that you would get 0 points. Like, crazy slim. So, is it possible? Yes. Is it probable? Not really. Your attack loses their defend, they earn 160 points. Yeah, I figured we were gonna lose. Pretty much. Your team scores 0. And hopefully the audience is watching is probably, if they're smart, they're thinking the same thing, like, that's really suspicious. That's very sus. We lost. The most crushing loss of our entire career. AngelArts is a charity. It's a charity event. That's the reason you're playing. It's not to win or lose. It's to give charity to Child's Play. She warned me to stay away. She knew she'd win and wanted to protect my reputation. No, she didn't. But I chose to be there, front and center, and get my teeth kicked in before a studio audience. Why is that a big deal? That should not be a big deal, even if the audience did think it's a big deal. Why? Regardless of whether the public opinion thinks it's a big deal, shouldn't matter, really, to you. Was it all about my ego, my pride? Could my friends have beaten her if I'd agreed to step back and let them take charge? I don't know. I really don't know. Again, would it have mattered? No. Shouldn't have mattered in the slightest, even if I did, like, send my friends up there. The reporters caught every moment of it, of course. Our shaky cam phone video of beating P2W originally is nothing compared to that. See, again, if it were me in real life, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be frowning right now. I wouldn't give somebody like Valkyrie the satisfaction of being upset or frowning, and I genuinely would be fine. I genuinely would not be upset. It wouldn't even be like covering for it. I'd just be like, okay, I lost. It's suspect that we lost. If I was going to lose, I would prefer I would prefer to lose in a sus way. If it was gonna lose, I would prefer to lose in a way that was so blatantly one-sided, 0 points, that, again, realistically, if people were smart, they would say that it was sus. What's more...
What a fight! The blazing comeback of Victoria Proud, retired veteran no more. This moment is going down in esports history, folks.
Valkyrie strolls right past us, ready to deliver as many interviews as the media are willing to offer her.
Miss Proud, how long have you been planning this comeback?
Please, call me Valkyrie. I'm back in competition after all.
So this wasn't a one-time thing?
Of course not. I'm back for good. And I'll personally lead Team Play to win all the way to Pro Tour Championship glory.
Yeah, you do that. And if that wasn't bad enough... Aunt Vicky! Valkyrie's niece pokes her way through the crowd, runs up and gives her auntie a big hug right in front of the cameras. You won the game! Hooray!
Oh no, we raised a lot of money for charity today. So in the end, I'm not the winner. We're all winners.
Yeah, people should be able to tell BS when they can hear it. Should be able to. She did it. She stole our story. We were the underdogs rising to the top. By leveraging her comeback with dramatic timing, now she looks like the underdog. I don't know if that necessarily is how that plays out. And we're just another stepping stone on her return to glory, a footnote in her history book. As for Hunter, he avoids the cameras, choosing to stay off to the side. So I approach. Hunter, what the heck was that? Did you know she was gonna fight us herself? AngelArts. I'm sorry, but I think it'd be best if we don't speak to each other again. Oh, we can't be buddies? I'm wondering what would happen if I would, like, romance Hunter at this point. That would be tragic if we could like, hang out anymore. What? This isn't how it used to be, like the good old days. Things are different now. That doesn't make any sense. Tell me what's going on. I can't. This is for the best. Goodbye. Oh, I even lost one of my best friends. And he walks away without another word. I don't understand. We've always been able to be honest and open with each other before, despite being rivals. Why go so cold on me? It's kind of obvious, AngelArts. Something that Valkyrie is doing is... Basically, he doesn't seem to feel like he has a choice. I don't blame him. It's really not that difficult to figure out, AngelArts. Stop being so dense, AngelArts. With the press swarming around Valkyrie and the rest of Team P2W, well, we're left standing around the sidelines, stunned by it all. Zapper's the first to break the silence.
Are you kidding me?
What in the effing hell was that absolute clown fiesta out there? We couldn't get a single hit in. They made us look like complete chumps. No, not complete chumps. They made themselves look like very suspicious cheaters. If they were smart, they wouldn't make it look like it was so one-sided. If they were smart, they would have made it look like a legitimate, battle. But they didn't. And that's the thing. I don't understand why nobody's calling on them on that. Because it's just so bizarre. Suspiciously bizarre. Not one point, a complete shutout that does not happen at the professional level. That doesn't typically happen even at random. So we lost. It's just an exhibition match. It doesn't matter. We looked like complete failures. No, you didn't. You looked like you got totally, swindled. We're probably still on track to qualify for the Pro Tour in a few weeks. This doesn't have to mean anything. No, this has one extremely clear meaning. Friends, this is what we in the cynicism business call inevitability. We lost one game. Y'all are being a bit overdramatic. This is the universe telling us that this entire thing was probably doomed from the start because of one loss. Wow, Domino. One domino falls, and the rest just goes along with it, right? Everyone stay calm. This doesn't mean Magnificent 7 was a mistake. New professional teams sometimes take years to really get off the ground. Yes, victory.
I see.
That is the inevitable thing. We'll get back at them, eventually. Just need patience, right? Right. And even if we don't, that should not be like the end-all be-all of your happiness or satisfaction with Magnificent 7. Because if it is, then you're not playing for the right reasons. He's trying to keep his energetic knighty persona up, but when even Loxley is having doubts, the guy who hurls himself headlong into absolute loyalty. I let him down. I let them all down. Something's not right. Excuse me a minute, please. Yeah, Grace is smart enough to know, but how... There should be so many people on social media right now that are like, WTF, what is going on? Because that doesn't seem right. With a distracted air, Grace pulls out her phone and walks away to make some calls. Nobody's happy with this. We get that. No point harping on it. Our plane back to the city leaves in 6 hours. Suggest we go get our stuff and head off to the airport. Anything else? Any other decisions? Those can wait. Go home, get a full night of sleep. Sort things out at team practice tomorrow with a clear head. Agreed? Agreed. It doesn't have to mean anything. It's not even an official loss. We haven't lost standing. So what if Valkyrie stole our thunder? So what if we looked like stumbling toddlers out there? See, now you're just being like all sour grapes about it, which is also not the right attitude you should be having. It doesn't have to mean anything. Nothing means anything at all. Oh jeez. My character is now having a crisis over something that doesn't even deserve like an ounce of crisis attention. One plane ride, luggage off the carousel, ride share back to the apartment building. Healthy dinner, everybody retiring early to their rooms, late rising, wandering off, doing their own things. Now it's late afternoon, with the sun starting to go down. Time for team practice. And I am the only one here. Nobody else showed up for regularly scheduled drills and online ranked matches. Seriously? All because of one loss. Come on, y'all. If you're gonna bail because of one loss, that's cray. That is so cray-cray. I mean, seriously? I pull out my phone and send off some texts to my teammates, but hesitate. Start with Loxley first.